Hey everyone, welcome to the Tea Tasting Tuesday Holiday Special. I'm glad you're here. So, toasted coconut almond bark black tea. Yeah, this is probably one of the most special teas I've ever heard of, and I'm really just wondering if it's gonna taste like any of those things, because a lot of tea flavoring is just marketing. But who knows? I don't want to knock it before I try it, and it might just taste exactly like coconut and almond bark that's toasted. So yeah, let's go get that water boil, and I'll see you in a second. So while the water boils, nothing. I just wanted to see how you are, like how you've been. Let's catch up a little bit. I've been pretty good. I don't know if there's been anything new. Oh, I got a new mug. I know. But no, for real, in all seriousness, it's the holidays, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been asking me and trying to get me to make another one of these Tea Tasting Tuesday videos. It's just been a lot of stuff going on lately, but I did want to give, something to put out there to the world. So here we are, and yeah, thanks again for everything and for all the support. And hopefully I'll see you next year for season 2 of Tea Tasting Tuesday. Okay, the water's done boiling, so I'll go get that, and let's get the show on the road. All right, so back with the water. Let's go, a little pour. My favorite part of editing these videos are hearing the water while I pour it. Sounds really good. Okay, and let's open the bag, see if it actually smells like what it's advertised as. I didn't mean to. Well, it smells like almond and a little bit of coconut. It wasn't that strong. I do have something to confess. There's like a little tear over here, but I didn't know if it went all the way through or not. You won't be able to see that, but I promise you. So yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised with how that smells. That smells almost chocolatey even. Yeah, really good. Okay, so we'll let that steep for 5 minutes, and I'll let it cool down for a little bit. So I'll see you when that's done. All right, so about 10 minutes have passed since I cut the tape. I let this steep for 5 minutes and let it cool down for another 5 minutes. And right off the bat, I just wanted to say this is still really hot. I should have waited a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's still steaming. But this really does smell like coconut. And I'm really surprised by that. I don't know how they did it. And you know what the worst part is? It smells like toasted coconut. So I'm actually really excited for this. The almond part, I kind of believe, I don't know if it's in my head or if it's actually there, but the coconut, I can promise you, there's coconut in here. So blow on it a little bit. Also, before I do that, I'd like to formally apologize because I realized that I poured the water first and then put in the tea. Sorry guys, I was just really excited to make tea. I haven't had tea in such a long time. So anyways, here we go. No, that actually, give me a second. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed by it. But what I am gonna say is that this tastes more like tea than like coconut and almond, which is okay. It's kind of to be expected. It's how tea should be, and it is a black tea before it's a coconut and almond tea. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not gonna say it tastes bad because it actually tastes pretty good. But I mean, you can barely taste a little bit of coconut, and that's just the coolest thing I've ever seen, because how are you gonna put coconut in a little tea bag? Sorry, I know it sounds pretty stupid, but I'm just amazed by that. The almond part is not there. There's no such thing as almond. There's zero almond in this thing. It's just coconut and black tea. But when I opened the bag at first, it did smell a little bit like kind of that chocolatey, I'm guessing was the almond, but I really don't think so. Because listen, coconut and almond are two flavors that everyone is pretty experienced with, so they're gonna know if it's coconut or almond. And I'm just not getting a lot of that through this, but it just tastes like regular black tea to me. I mean, it's really nice. Like, it's pretty soothing. It's pretty calm. Like, it's not like chai, for example. Chai excites you. Like, chai makes you, want to jump up and down. But this is a really nice, soothing tea. What I would do? I would use this when I'm talking to someone. I wouldn't take it before going to sleep. I wouldn't take it, to energize myself. But I would take this as like a social, the way tea, has historically been used for, social kind of, hey, let's share this experience together. This is a good tea for that. Now I'm starting to get a little bit more fruity kind of flavors, and I think that's just from the black tea, just plain normal black tea. But it was exciting to get that coconut smell and that chocolatey almond smell at the beginning when I first opened the bag. I still do think maybe some flavor seeped out. Well, over time, flavor does seep out naturally, but some flavor seeped out, because that little tear that was there, and I really don't believe that tear did anything. But then again, I did have that tea in my wallet for like 3 months, so I shouldn't be surprised if some of the flavor's gone. But yeah, it's just coconut, no almond, which is okay. I mean, I like almond, but coconut and almond I've never tried before. Might be interesting. Might just taste like nothing. But no, I'm actually pretty happy. I'm pretty okay with this tea. I'm not gonna say it's the most amazing tea I've ever tasted in the world, because we all know that belongs to chai or chamomile. That belongs to chamomile, and this is just a normal, pretty average tea. I would say I would prefer this only slightly more to regular black tea. But if you said, hey, I don't have any coconut almond tea, is black tea okay? I'd obviously say, yeah, it's okay. I think it's pretty interesting how you can kind of taste that it's a little bit toasted. I'm guessing that's probably how they got the coconut in there in the first place, was by toasting it and, drying it up and, putting it in the tea bags. It would seep the oil or so, however tea works. But, yeah, it works pretty nicely. It works pretty good. And the almond bark. I didn't think about that until just now. So, the shell of the almond, or I don't know. That's a whole thing for another day. But this alone is actually really good. I like it. It's pretty good. All right, so I'm almost done with this. I'm gonna take one more sip, and yeah, and then I'll rate it. Okay, one more. So, toasted coconut, almond bark, black tea. I would rate this like a 7 out of 10. It's above average, but I wouldn't go out of my way at the store to get it, and if I did see it around and, if it was in my cabinet for some reason, I would buy it. I would definitely buy it. But yeah, not as good as chamomile, and the way it makes you feel is just normal. It's just pleasurable drinking tea, but it's not, it doesn't give you any, special feelings like other teas. But well, yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for this holiday special of Tea Tasting Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed, and people tell me to say like and subscribe at the end of every video. I really don't like that, so I'm not gonna say it, but I did. Anyway, I'll see you guys hopefully next year, and if not, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.